Reddit hates Asmongold. What is all this? Oh my god, what is this? This is crazy. I go inside and I walk in and I look around. I don't know where the fuck I am. The people, there are 2 receptionists there. They were like, oh fuck, oh fuck. All right. And then I come in there and I'm like, okay, do you guys have a bathroom? And they're like, sir, you know, are you a resident here? And I'm like, no, I'm waiting to see somebody. She's like, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, no, it's down there. It's over there. And so go over the bathroom, go over there. And I'm like, okay, sure. And so I use the bathroom, everything's fine. I walk outside because I want them to see me. Within 30 seconds of me walking outside, the employee is, he f***ing locks the door. What is this hair? They're like, all right, quick, he got out.
Hello, internet. So, because you guys loved my Wendigoon videos so much, I thought I would do a little bit more of a controversial creator today, and that is going to be Asmongold. Now, a quick disclaimer, I actually really do like Asmongold, and here's why. He has a chat that will both agree with him and fight him on pretty much every opinion he has. That is so true. Oh god, that's so true. Yep. Asmongold's chat in a lot of ways is the exact opposite of an echo chamber. And honestly, it's really similar to my Discord. I have a political compass channel, and it is like a 65-35 for either being center right or center left.
Well, I let a lot of people have, I let people have opinions as long as they're not like something that's bannable, right?
I actually don't have anyone who's too crazy out there. Now, of course, people post their meme results or whatever, but that is what I really like to see, not according to Reddit though. But anyway, already starting this video out a little controversial, I know. It becomes a little difficult to like people who are as popular as he is and does the content that he does without getting a good mix. But I mean, the Kamala Harris and Trump debate, he did a poll at the end and it was like pretty much 50-50. And of course in the...
was it? Yeah, you know what? I think it kind of was. Now that I think back on it, it was somewhere around there,
JD Vance debate, it was 90-10, I think, for Vance. But even people like...
JD blew him the fuck out. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, he totally did.
Like I said, I like entertainers pretty much at the end of the day above all. Yeah. And him and especially his chat are quite entertaining to watch. Now, on to the posts. Now, if you didn't think Reddit was bad enough, we are going to one of these cesspools of Reddit itself. Fucking r/Hassan Piker. And I've actually...
What I find to be really funny about this is that I've watched Hassan's stream, and basically everybody that's banned in Hassan's stream comes to my stream to complain about Hassan. And I think that there's a lot of people that go from my stream and they get banned in my stream, and then they go can't complain about me and Hassan's stream. It's insane.
Never been here. 150k comrades and 109 Marxist chads. Holy shit, dude. Hassan Piker is the fucking CEO of Kool-Aid. Saved clips of Asmongold being a racist, demonetizing piece of shit in case they are deleted. But unlike Asmongold, I'm not going to apologize for saying it. The culture in the Middle East is very...
Oh, jeez. If I am not getting in trouble for this again. We're moving on.
We live in that region. And I do think that most of the time, a lot of great and innocent people just find themselves in the wrong environment and are practically forced to have a lot of immoral ideas. So no, I don't hate Muslims or Arabs as I look at everybody individually, but like I said, I do notice a pattern. Their governments have perpetuated such an awful system, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna change anytime soon, unfortunately. But I wish them the best, inshallah, brother. And the most ironic—
Seems like Saudi Arabia actually is changing a lot of shit. But
part about them calling Asmongold racist is if I ask, like, pretty much any Hassan Piker gooner what their thoughts are about Jewish people, I am sure I would get some pretty racy answers, let's just say. Every day gets more right-wing. And what's funny is, if you actually watch Asmongold, which I know none of these people do, I would consider him actually a little bit more left-wing than anything. He is a professional fence-sitter, but when it comes to, like,
Let me address this criticism, okay, about being a professional fence sitter. Maybe it's not worth it to jump off on one side of things if the argument for it isn't good enough. Maybe you don't need to do that, You don't need to align yourself and have a strong opinion on every single issue and get angry and super emotional and vitriolic about every single issue. It's not mandatory, it's not necessary, and I don't think it's healthy either. I think that I have a lot of very strong opinions on tons of things. The people that call me a fence sitter are mad because I'm not agreeing with them.
Actual policy, I would say he's pretty left-wing, to be honest.
Yeah.
This is absolutely insane, OMFG. These people are not like us. Inferior culture, immoral culture. This is racism 101, like holy shit. Nah, bro, this is observation 101. Let's be honest.
This was all the other shit.
Peak culture, ignore the cockroaches, garbage food, no water, bleeding gums, anti-woke games, terminal...
I drink water every day. Also, if you go and you look at a Dr. Pepper can, the first ingredient is carbonated water. It's more bullshit.
Online, no humanity or empathy.
Oh, that part.
Yes, please draw more demonetization cultural axis. What a brain dead take. Now, this is such a stupid fucking argument. You can't criticize how one person who is quite extreme lives and say that this is the culture that they represent. Yeah. Now, Based, isn't that what you're doing? Nah, bro, I don't follow a book whose main character's second wife is 6 years old. Sorry. We are not the same. Asmongold's culture is living under cockroaches, mold, and misogyny. I have a feeling he would be in opposition to preemptively killing him for having Al-Qaeda primitive culture. What the fuck is this? He's making an excellent...
Al-Qaeda. That's the idea that basically there's a bunch of rednecks that think the exact same as the Taliban, but they hate the Taliban.
Case for the inferiority of American culture.
Yeah.
See, I don't really understand this.
Yeah, I know what that is.
He doesn't overspend. In fact, he doesn't flaunt his wealth in any way whatsoever.
Oh, really?
All he does is make his money and keeps to himself. And yeah, you may not like his opinions, but he doesn't try to stop you from having your opinions, which is something that absolutely can't be said for things like Sharia law. Isn't this the guy that gets mad about gay people in video games? Yeah, no, like, none of these people watch his content, and they never will.
Well, they've seen a few clips, right? They've seen a few clips, and this is usually what people do, and I see this happen. This happens to me a lot, is that people will oversimplify what I say, and then turn it into, like, something that sounds stupid, and then make it out like that's what my intention was to begin with.
So they're just gonna believe whatever they want to believe. Illegals is Based, Asmongold. I remember watching this video, I actually really liked it. TLDR, Asmongold agrees with everything the politicians said, including that some cultures don't mix part. He also calls not them a privileged opinion. I don't understand why this is such a controversial opinion. No shit that some cultures just don't mix. If one culture believes it's okay to marry off 13-year-olds and another one doesn't, one side is gonna have to fold. Assimilation is necessary regardless of where you go. But at the very least, you have to pretend to so you don't get arrested or something. And I agree with this too, because you don't know who's coming into your country. They could be a terrorist and
I don't know, like, I think that there's a lot of, like, and this is what happens, and it's happening right now with, like, the immigration thing, is that there's a lot of emotional blackmail that happens that's related to the immigration topic, where, like, they'll post pictures of, like, people crying, and this is supposed to be, like, an argument to, like, let illegal immigration happen. I think it's super, super common. And I think the problem is that there's enough people that get swayed. Weaponized empathy. Yeah, I think it's super weaponized empathy.
Asmongold's latest politics arc really is a major loss for the culture. Loss for the culture. All right, comrades and Marxist chats. As a former trade worker, I can't tell you how many normies listen to this man.
Yeah? Is that right? There's a lot of them, huh? Wow. Wow.
Reach is huge. I genuinely don't think he started all this with bad intentions, but this right-wing racist turn he's taking is going to further indoctrinate thousands. Holy shit, this guy is saying this on the r/Hassan Piker subreddit. We have lost any and all self-awareness. The incel Gamergate crowd has been growing in Asmon's subreddit for years. It's a shame all these insecure men found comfort in that dirty gremlin.
Well, the reason why a lot of people do is because they can relate to me and they agree with what I'm saying. It's really that simple.
So Asmongold shits on incels all the time. What the fuck are you talking about? He is not their friend. This guy unironically said that Metal Gear has never been political and is pissed
No! No! Oh my god. Is this 200 updates? How does this get 200 updates? What is this?
Will still remember what the games are about. I'd be shocked if he wasn't ableist. A game about shadow government playing democracy and a group of veteran soldiers opposed to the institutions that left them scarred is political. Now, I think people start to become very reductive when they start saying things like, everything is political, or this game is political and it wasn't a problem in the past. But I think the true issue is how lazy it's become. And the older
people don't have a problem with politics in games. People have a problem when politics don't need to be in games and they're put in there anyway. And also, there's a lot of cases where the truth is that the reason why people have a problem with politics in games is that they don't like the politics that that game is trying to push. Like, people don't have the same viewpoint. Like, for example, Metal Gear Solid was a criticism on the military-industrial complex, obviously. And I think that it came out during the Iraq and Afghanistan war. So, like, you had, like, this very, very clear, you know, juxtaposition of, like, this show... or sorry, this game, and then also real life as it's happening in this exact moment. And that's why I think it's a big reason. It was a multiplier for why I think Metal Gear Solid was so popular. It's because people could draw those connections. Like, the timing for it was perfect. And so the reason why it worked, and the reason why a lot of other things that are, like, you know, you could say political in nature work, is because they don't have a contemporary message, and their message is much more long-term. And so, like, for example, like the messaging of something like Lord of the Rings with, like, heroism and, you know, like duty, brotherhood, etc. This is going to have a longer term of, like, expectation. People are going to understand that in a better way than, like, a gender viewpoint, right? Or something like that, because that's not something that people have been thinking about for thousands of years. And so that's the big issue. And so the problem isn't really that politics are in video games. The problem is that people are putting unpopular politics in video games and then trying to say it's all the same.
Games that did make critiques or satire about the issue at the time didn't put that above the actual gameplay itself. And a lot of the times the critiques were actually multifaceted and interesting versus what we have today, where we have to make characters ugly because it would make some people feel bad. H-Bomber Guy makes fun of Asmongold finding a KFC receipt from 2008 and using it as a reason to be political. This is a receipt from when I went to KFC in 2008. If Kamala really cares about me, what is she doing to bring back these prices? Holy shit. These are some...
Do you want to know the reason why I made this post? The reason why I made this post is because Nick had made a post. He took a sponsor from Kamala Harris, the campaign, and everybody was cooking him in the comments. And so I made this post because I thought it would take some of the heat off of Nick, and it would just be funny, and it would distract people. So my friend didn't get as much hate.
Good ass prices, but I really think this is a joke. This is a joke. Yeah. How can you not see this as a joke? It looks like Redditors are discovering the internet. 13K upvotes. He neglected to clean his room for at least 16 years. Damn right, baby. But this is kind of crazy.
It's 20.
See, because if I neglect to clean my room for 16 hours, it starts to become a fucking rat stop. Found this hilarious for some reason. I do not have beef with Asmongold. No hate to him. I don't watch his content. I just find it funny that he took someone else's...
You guys need to know that the most popular, I think the most popular thread on both YouTube, r/YouTube, and r/YouTube drama are both hate threads about me. It's actually insane. And they might have deleted one of them.
Content and is reacting to it and simultaneously has a thumbnail that says, "We'll steal your work, okay?" aka stealing that same thumbnail and just adding his face to it. Yeah, but this video is 11 minutes and this video is 36 minutes. And like I said, Asmongold is in a unique position where his audience is so large and so diverse that him reacting to a video actually does get it a lot more attention, and whatever creator he's reacting to. So like I said, please, Asmongold, react to my video, please. And here are the memes. Is this Destiny's redemption arc for what he said about that firefighter at the Trump rally? Nah, this probably ain't gonna save him. Reasonable position no one wants to say out loud. Ah yes, the classic alt-right Nazi delusion that everyone agrees with us. They're just keeping quiet about it. How is this exclusively an alt-right Nazi delusion? I see this shit on Reddit all the time.
This is the reason why people don't take any of the Nazi accusations seriously anymore. It's because people have overused, like, they're basically, you know, like in WoW, where like you polymorph somebody so many times that it just stops working. So, like, that's kind of like what's happened with words like Nazi and racist, and like also like communist and like socialist, other words too, right? There's like a diminishing return, and so it's like a crowd control effect. But now it's just been used so many times that the problem is like, and I think that here's the best example of this, a very contemporary recent example, is that one of the main guys from Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 had somebody who had a picture of a Pepe the Frog with a Nazi symbol behind them, with a badge on him that had a swastika on it, handing him a sheet of paper that said, "You're a Jew." And then this guy called that person a Nazi, and then everybody on Twitter was like, "Oh, here we go again, calling anybody a Nazi, huh? Yeah, see, now he's doing it. Look at that. Oh, yeah, everybody that disagrees with me is a Nazi." Well, not every single one. But if you look at this one, maybe that's an example. And so I think that it has actually completely gone full circle to where people are now defending individuals that are actually trying to push beliefs that are, or like that even self-identify as a Nazi or like neo-Nazi or, you know, white supremacist. They're even like not taking that seriously now because of how much this word has been DR'd.
And guess what, boys? We're back on the subreddit that actually made a post about me. The YouTube comments under the Asmon apology today. Oh god, PDF file age are just a normalize. Check about me number.
Oh, this is a big problem. Like, YouTube has a huge problem with bot accounts, and like this was going on for like maybe another, like a couple of months ago, is that we were dealing with a lot of comments where people kept trying to post like weird sexual videos in my comments, and I think that YouTube somehow was able to fix that and make it stop happening. But for a while, it was really, really bad. Yeah, that was a good video. I feel like, again, Reddit always has these opinions about me because I do think that there are people that get banned in my chat, and then like they go and they turn it into, what do you call it? They get banned in my chat, and then they go on Reddit and complain about it. That's definitely what happens.